What is going on YouTube? This is Chimpact on a 5th gen standard battle against a guy off Smogonguy, and this is a team that I've been using for a while. Standard team right here. Wow, we got unintentional puns. Whatever. I've been using this team for a while, and I have about 5 or 6 battles with this team. I'm not too sure if I saved them all though. So I see that it's 3 dragon types on his team, and so I really need to keep my Skarmory and my Heatran healthy, because especially my Skarmory, because it does have the sturdy, and just in case they set up on me, I can use that sturdy to my advantage and just go for the whirlwind. And just in case I do need to get off a roost, I can roost up on his Vaporeon, because I am faster than it. And I really just need to keep my Skarmory healthy because it also has the roost. And I decided to actually lead out with my Rotom instead, because I don't want my Skarmory to lose the sturdy early on in the battle, and I want to see what he leads out with as well. And Rotom is one of the best scouts in the 5th gen metagame, even though there aren't any scouts anymore because of team preview. But whatever, because he went first, it's definitely going to be choice scarf, and I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch and get out of there. And I'm going to switch out and go into my Skarmory, knowing that he's locked into it, and go straight for the Stealth Rock. But I forget that he has the Espeon on his team. Actually, I didn't really forget, I just wasn't aware because I only paid attention to the 3 dragon types on his team. And so I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock again just to see what he wants to do. And I see that's probably a Light Clay Espeon, maybe leftovers, but I'm pretty sure that it's a Light Clay one. So I'm going to go out into my Heatran because it's a free switch into it, and not much on his team can take on my Heatran because this is a Torment Train. And I could go for the Torment right here, but I want to go for the safer substitute just in case he decided to stay in and go for an attacking move or something. And I'm just gonna go for the Protect, see what move he locks himself into, and just to get a little bit more HP back. And right here I am just gonna go for the Torment, so that he's gonna be, because he's locked into Earthquake, he can't choose another move, so he's gonna have to struggle or switch out. And if he switches out, it's good for me because I can just get off a free Lava Plume. So he's gonna go for the struggle, and this is actually gonna do quite a bit of damage. And I'm gonna go for the Lava Plume and hoping it can take it out, but that's not even close to it. But I do get the first turn burn, which is really good for me, really fortunate for me as well. So I'm gonna go for the Protect, as he's obviously gonna go for the Earthquake. And since I am slower than him, I am gonna be able to get off my substitute after he attacks me. And because I didn't get off that burn, the struggle isn't gonna do anything to me. So things are looking pretty good right here. I get the early lead, but he does have the Stealth Rock on my side of the field, so I can't really switch in and out that effectively. So I'm gonna just go for the Protect just to heal up on a little bit more HP as he goes for a Scald. Which is pretty good because I might be able to take Scalds kind of well, because this is a pretty specially defensive Heatran. Gonna go for the Scald, and he actually predicted me to go for a Torment right there. And I'm not sure if he knew how Torment worked, if it worked on the first turn, but it actually doesn't. So fortunately for me, I do get another first turn burn, which is devastating for him. So he's got 2 burned Pokemon on the first possible turns. He's gonna go for the Scald, and that's easily gonna be able to break my sub. And I actually predict a switch right here because Vaporeon locked into, or not really locked into a move, but effectively locked into a move, because he can't really do anything every other turn other than just wish up, because I'm pretty sure that his last move is Toxic. Otherwise he would have just went for the Ice Beam, hoping for a freeze. So I do go for a Lava Plume right there, predicting him to switch out again. And I didn't want to go for another Torment just in case he predicted that and decided to be smart. And so right here I am just gonna go for the Torment again, thinking that he's gonna switch out again, and he's not switching out. And so right here I'm just gonna go for the Protect just to get a little bit more HP, so that Stealth Rock doesn't destroy me the next time I switch in, which is pretty cool. And I could stay in for another turn because he wouldn't be able to hit me, but I decided to speed up the battle a little bit. I don't want to stall that much, and so I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna go out into my Roserade. And he's gonna go for the Protect, predicting me to hit him or something, I don't know. And I do have the spikes on this one, because spikes on this Roserade, because I am a defensive Roserade because Rotom is so common in the metagame, and I just want to set up on it. And just go for the Energy Ball. And I do have HP Ice on this, but obviously Roserade is really frail on the defensive side. And actually I do break his multi-skill, which is pretty good. And I want to scout out what type of Dragonite this is, so I weak my Rotom in his Death Fodder. And I see that he went for the Fire Punch, so I'm just gonna assume that he is locked into it with Choice Scarf or Choice Band. And I do have Pursuit on this Tyranitar. This is actually a Choice Scarf Tyranitar, but I decided to go for the Stone Edge. And I can stay in and finish off his Vaporeon, but he can just switch in whatever he wants next turn. So I'm gonna basically just sacrifice this Roserade, because Roserade pretty much has no use in this battle because his opponent is just about to die. His Haxorus is already dead, so spikes aren't really going to be that useful other than for his Jirachi. And he could switch it in his Espeon right here just to predict my spikes. So I'm going to go for the safe energy ball, and Roserade is pretty much useless now because it can't do anything to the rest of his team. It could take Draco Meteor from the Latios, but it can't take it that well. So he's going to go for a Waterfall, and fortunately for me, I do live that because I do have quite a bit of HP bulk, but I don't have any defensive investment. And fortunately for me, I don't kill his Dragonite, so that's going to give me an opportunity to set up the Stealth Rock with my Skarmory if he decides to stay in. So right here, I don't want to set up the Stealth Rock. I just want to set up a Roost just in case he wants to do a little bit of damage before he faints himself to the Sandstorm and brings in another one of his dragons to take me out, which would be Latios. And I don't really have a healthy Heatran to take Draco Meteors. So he brings out his Espeon. I go for the Brave Bird, and he actually went for a Light Screen first, which is actually a bad misplay on his part. And he goes for the Reflect right there. I didn't want to go for the Brave Bird because I obviously just wanted my Sturdy activated again. And he's going to go for the Empower. I was actually fearing it was HP Fire, but it's actually HP Fighting. So I just go for the Stealth Rock, and because he has the Light Clay or whatever, he's not healing any HP from leftovers, obviously. And so I can just stay in and do whatever because he's eventually going to be knocked out because he doesn't have any form of recovery. And so I'm just going to keep going for the Stealth Rock. And the reason why this Dragonite not fainting to the HP Ice was important was because it's going to faint right here. So I effectively fainted the Dragonite without doing anything. And so now he's going to go out into his Jirachi. And I don't really fear anything from Jirachi other than Thunder from Jirachi and Rain. So I'm going to go for the Whirlwind, see what type it is, and it's actually a Body Slam Paraflinching one, which my Heatran can handle pretty well, so I need to keep that pretty healthy. And I decided to keep in Starmie, or oh my gosh, I'm saying Starmie again. I decided to keep in Skarmory because I just want to do a little bit of damage to his Latios. And it's pretty much the only threat to my team right now because Jirachi isn't a threat at all because I do have the Heatran. So I know I can live a Surf, so I go for the Pursuit. And unfortunately for me, he doesn't switch out, but it doesn't really matter because I can't really do anything to his Jirachi. So with my Tyranitar, obviously. So I'm going to go for a Pursuit. That's going to be a 2-hit KO. And luckily for me, that special defense boost from the Sandstorm helped me out a little bit since I don't have any special defense investment in this Tyranitar. Only have a little bit of HP investment. And fortunately for me, he didn't go for the Wish, predicting, knowing that I was locked into Pursuit. But he didn't know that. He might have thought I was Shovel Berry or something. So now I'm going to go out to my Heatran, and unless he gets super lucky, I pretty much have this game in the bag because his Espeon can't really do anything to me since it's probably bulky and my Gengar would probably be faster. And so basically I have Torment Train and Sub-Disable Gengar left, which is a pretty good combination to have late game. So I'm going to go for the Torment as he gets a Body Slam Paracrit. Like, what is that? What is that? What are you doing? Why are you Paracritting me? So he's going to go for the On Head, and I take that really well. Actually, Leftovers is going to heal more than it actually does, so that is pretty cool. So I get really lucky here, and he goes for the Wish as I go for a Substitute. I don't know what I was thinking. And fortunately for me, he didn't go for the attack, so Substitute didn't fail. I think I predicted a switch or something. I faint his Espeon, so all he has left is his Jirachi. Unless he gets a bunch of Paraflinches on me, I pretty much got this game in the bag. Since he has to break my Substitute and then take on Sub-Disable Gengar, which he could actually take on by stalling me out because I don't have Life Orb on it. Obviously, I have the Black Sludge, so I have steady Leftovers recovery so Sandstorm doesn't destroy me. And Shadow Ball is doing a whole lot, so luckily for me, I do get the burn. And that's pretty much game because his attacks are doing less and less with the burn. And so he's going to run away, so that was a good game. Guy off Smogonguy. I'm going to be using this team, obviously, like I said, a few more times. Definitely going to be changing my team up a little bit. Maybe using a Sun team, maybe Drizzle, maybe just anti-weather, I don't know. Every battle with this team will probably have a layout, hopefully, if I have the time. And so, I'll see you guys later. Peace.